house is going to start looking like it's in foreclosure soon, the way the grass is starting to grow now.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Palm Beach Atlantic University, the Raker Athletic Campus, and J.M. Jake Rubin Park for today's matchup between the visiting University of Tampa Spartans and your Palm Beach Atlantic University Sailfish. Let's meet the teams. First, the starters for the Spartans. Playing center field, number 8, Jordan Lala. Batting second, the second baseman, number 2, Drew Earhart. Batting third, the shortstop, number 11, J.D. Urso. The cleanup hitter and third baseman, number 9, Anthony Nunez. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 14, Santiago Garavito. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 25, E.J. Doskow. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 19, E.J. Kumbo. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 27, Danny Gutcher. And batting ninth, the left fielder, number 10, Nico Saladino. Today's starting pitcher for the Spartans is number 20, Eli Thurman. Tampa is led by head coach Joe Urso, assistant coaches Sam Militello, Jose Jimenez, Andrew Amaro, Mark Johnson, and Scott McNulty. And now, the starting lineup for the Sailfish of Palm Beach Atlantic University. Leading off and playing center field, number 11, May Warren. Batting second, the second baseman, number 23, Trey Lopez. Batting third and pitching, number 33, Matt Farenda. The cleanup hitter, first baseman, number 5, Giovanni Lorenzo. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 24, Mikey Casaleggio. Batting sixth, the third baseman for your Sailfish, number 16, Pedro Figueroa. Batting seventh and playing right field, number 21, Nate Housen. Batting eighth and playing left field, number 6, Jeremy Dixel. And catching and batting ninth, number 28, Sean Williams. Your Sailfish are coached by Kent Pottenfield, assisted by Bo McMillan and Jack Palma. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps for the pregame prayer, followed by the playing of our national anthem.
Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day, and we thank you for the chance to come out and play some baseball today, Lord. I just pray over the actions on the field today, that everything be glorifying to you, and that everybody makes it home safe. We love you, Lord. In your name, amen.
For the
time.
Spartans, the center fielder, number 8, Jordan
Wind blowing in
Lala.
lightly from the southeast, from right to left across the field like usual, and Matt Ferranda takes his spot on the rubber, and Jordan Lala occupies the left-handed batter's box. First pitch on the way from West Palm Beach, and it sits in there for a strike. Strong fastball there from Ferranda. Finds the inside corner. Ferranda's velocity tops out around 93 miles per hour from the left side. And there it is, same spot, strike 2. Jordan Lala can't believe it, but he's in an 0-2 hole to get things started here. And Ferranda deals outside. He can afford to waste a couple here. 1-2 is your count. And that one's tapped over towards the right side. Bouncing ball should be an easy play, and it is. Lorenzo over there at first base, scoops it up, steps on the bag for the first out. Let's go over the defensive alignment for the Sailfish here. Sean Williams doing the catching behind the plate today. Battery mates with Matt Ferranda, of course. And then we've got Figueroa over at third base, Casaleggio at short, Lopez back at second base, and then Lorenzo coming out of the DH spot. Now he's playing first. And that one sits right on the outside corner for a strike. In the outfield, we've got Nate Housen over in right, Matty Warren back in center. Good to see him back out there after an injury. And Texel over in left, putting some crucial plays together in the last game. That one fouled away off towards the right side. 0-2 count. And that one's hit out towards where Casaleggio patrols at shortstop. Strong throw across the diamond. Good scoop over there by Lorenzo. Goes down in the split to get it. And that's quickly 2 away. 2 batted balls for Matt Ferranda and the defense to handle, but so far they have handled it. And now the coach's son, J.D. Urso, steps in the box. And that one finds the outside corner. Umpire gonna give those outside calls all day, you would presume. And he comes back with another one, that one even more in the zone for strike 2. Matt Ferranda finding his groove early on here. Let's see if he can retire the side. And that one comes inside, hits the dirt. 2-1 count. Sorry, 1-2 count. And that one high and outside. Two and 2 offering from Ferranda. Strike 3, gets him to wave at the outside pitch. So Ferranda gets a strikeout and 2 putouts to retire the side in the top of the first. Sailfish coming to bat in the bottom.
That's what it means to be a PBA student athlete.
Hello and welcome back to West Palm Beach. My name is Caleb Dean. It's a pleasure that you've joined us here on this Saturday afternoon. First game of a doubleheader, second and third game of the series coming up against Tampa. Palm Beach Atlantic getting out of the top of the frame, no damage done, and now it's Eli Thurman's turn to go to the mound here for Tampa. 1.26 ERA on the year. 3 starts, that's a very impressive ERA for that many innings, 14 and a third to be exact. Only 2 runs allowed over 14 and a third innings, 10 strikeouts, 5 walks. Only 1 extra base hit allowed. And Matty Warren started things off yesterday with a double to the opposite field. Nunez wisely playing the line over there at third base. Matty Warren slapped it right past him to get things started yesterday. And 2 balls to start things off from Thurman. And Matty Warren lifts it out towards left center. Ranging over is Lala. He'll get there, edge of the track.
Now batting for your Sailfish,
Matty Warren's been making some bids early on, sending balls deep into the outfield, but so far none have left the yard, and that one ends up in the glove of Jordan Lala. And now Lopez moved up to the number 2 hole. Waves at the outside pitch for strike 1. And that one's low and outside. Lopez, 289 on the year. And that one sits low. And that one's tapped back to the screen, foul. And that one's hit out towards Urso at short. And he makes the put out, 4 out, number 2. And now Mr. Shohei Ohtani stepping into the box. Matt Ferranda, the pitcher and number 3 batter for Palm Beach Atlantic, puts an exclamation point on how important his role is on this team. And that one finds the outside part of the plate to the lefty, Ferranda. Rare offer yesterday for Ferranda. Average drops to 268. That one's hit out towards Urso at short. High throw, but handled over there. So Sailfish are retired. 1, 2, 3. We go to the top of the second here from Jake Rubin Park. We'll be right back.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Five strikeouts as well, 4 earned runs. Bonfield didn't tax his bullpen too much yesterday after Dan Beebe went into the 8th inning. And that one's ripped towards Costaleggio. Impossible backhand. Gets past him.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 14, Santiago Garavito.
And now Garavito eight hits yesterday for Tampa. Garavito didn't have any of them. And off speed sits on the outside corner. Ferranda pounding the zone early. And that one in the dirt, 1-1. Look over at Nunez, over at first base. Garavito, 333 on the year. 2 home runs, 8 RBIs. And curveball didn't break, sits high and outside. 2-1 is the count. Dan Beebe yesterday gave up 6 hits over his 8 innings, went 123 pitches. And that one's popped straight up. Will it stay in play? Who's going to take it? And nobody will get it. A little bit of lapse in communication. That should have been the catcher's ball. Sean Williams neglecting to leave his post behind the plate, but nonetheless, 2-2. And that one's roped down the line. Will it stay fair? It will not. It's a foul ball. And we'll do it again at 2-2. Ferranda certainly giving up some hard contact so far in this inning. Hoping to avoid further damage. And that one's popped back foul. And running on the pitch, Sean Williams with the cannon, nails him at second base. That's the second caught stealing on the year for Sean Williams. Wow, he's got a cannon from behind the plate. And that is an electric first out here in West Palm Beach. Just what the doctor ordered for Matt Ferranda. You cannot run on Sean Williams. And strike three, Ferranda adds to the electricity with a strikeout of his own. Second one of the afternoon for Ferranda. Beautiful high heat from him. And quickly there are two away here. Great all-around play coming out of the Sailfish. Ferranda from the windup now. And that one sits high and outside. Looks like Ferranda not getting a feel for his breaking ball early on here. Hopefully he can garner that control as the game moves along. Not one single cloud in the sky here in West Palm Beach. It's a beautiful day for baseball. 83 degrees at game time, light wind, about 50% humidity. Baseball player's dream here in South Florida. And that one's demolished deep left field, going back at the wall, and it's off the light post. Home run, it's out of here. Thank goodness there was nobody on base. Only counts as one run, but you could tell right off the bat that was long gone.
Now batting for Tampa, the right fielder, number 19, E.J. Combo.
For Doskow, that's his third home run of the year, aided by the wind. Wind blowing from right to left across the field. It's going to carry those balls out over the left field wall. And that one sits high and outside. And that one's fouled back.
Good.
1-2 is the count. And that one bounces well in front of the plate. Evens count at 2-2. That's only Ferranda's fifth hit allowed this year. However, 3 of them have been for extra bases. Three and two down, top of the second. And he comes back into the zone. Sean Williams giving it a look, but no time to get there. Count remains full at 3-2. That's what Ferranda wants to do with that inside pitch, jam the lefty batter. Lefty on lefty matchup. Hypothetically, the pitcher would have the advantage. And Combo works out the walk.
Now batting for
Long battle
Tampa,
from him.
Catcher number 27, Danny Gutcher.
Works out in his favor. Now the opposing catcher stepping in. Veranda allowing this inning to go on a little bit longer than he would have liked. And swing and a miss on the outside pitch. Gutcher 211 on the year. And that one finds the outside corner. Great spot. Veranda can keep putting it in that spot, especially against the right-handed batters. That certainly will be a recipe for success. And that one's hit over towards the right side, but fielded in foul territory by Lorenzo. 0-2 is the count. Gutcher did the catching yesterday. It was Housen behind the plate for the Sailfish yesterday. Today, Sean Williams taking up that post. And that one's hit out towards right center field, dropping fast. It's going to be in there for a base hit, potentially extra bases. Housen can't get there. It's going to be an RBI for Gutcher and a two-base hit. His second double of the year. And Tampa has added two here in this top of the second.
Saladino.
And that breaking ball breaks well into the zone, so that's strike one. Saladino relegated to the number 9 hole today, struggling. 211 on the year. Only 6 total bases, 1 RBI. He's got one out there at second in scoring position. And that one hangs in the zone, but Saladino way too quick on it, yanks it foul. So it's 0-2. Oh, and 2 offering. Fouled back. And that one sits high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that one curves inside and hits Saladino. Kind of looks like he leaned into that
Now
one,
batting
but
the leadoff hitter, the center fielder, number 8, Jordan
regardless,
Lala.
Kent Bottenfield taking a walk out to the mound. Is he going to make a move here? Doesn't look like there's anyone up in the bullpen. Most likely just a strategy conference. This is the first middle and bottom part of the lineup doing most of the work for Tampa. They strung together 8 hits, resulting in 2 runs. They left a bunch of men on base, which is a tribute to Dan Beebe being an expert at maneuvering out of jams. And that breaking ball breaks high. Jordan Lala almost sticks his head into it. And that one sits outside, 2-0. And that one's roped foul. Plane flies over here at the Rinker Athletic Campus. We are directly in the flight path of Palm Beach International Airport. And that one sits high. Three and one hitters count advantage for Jordan Lala. And that one in the zone for strike. Great pitch from Ferranda. Infield plays back. 3-2, 2 down. Runners get a head start. And that one's hit the other way, foul. And strike 3, so Matt Ferranda able to limit the damage, strands 2 on base, but Tampa also scores 2 in the top of the second. We're going to the bottom. Sailfish looking to strike back.
Tampa, 2 runs on 3 hits.
Well, it's been a busy day of college football. Let's get caught up on the action. First up, Alabama. This play right here shows what eating chicken will do for you. Lots of broken tackles here. It's the chicken.
No idea what you're talking about.
Joey Galloway is here with chicken predictions.
My what?
Touchdown chicken.
Okay, are we filming right now?
Chicken, 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 chicken.
What is going on?
I don't know. Oh, that was weird.
New management.
Start your game day with the new Hash Brown Scramble Bowl from Chick-fil-A.
Every Sailfish team aims to look good on and off the field. So when it comes to our Nike apparel needs, we always turn to AdPro Sports. From uniforms to practice gear and everything in between, AdPro Sports outfits all 17 Palm Beach Atlantic sports teams while serving as a one-stop shop from concept to reality. Learn more by visiting adprosports.com.
Leading off the second inning.
But Tampa out to a 2-run lead here. Lorenzo getting his first looks of the day. And that one sits high. You can see Thurmond moving at a very brisk pace, as did Michael Paul last night. And strike one, good off speed there on the outside part of the plate. Lorenzo fooled. And that one's tapped foul towards the Sailfish dugout. Quickly 1-2. And that one sits low. Good take. And that one's grounded down to first. Booted over there. Can't find it in foul territory. And Lorenzo will reach on the error. Oskow unable to field that one cleanly, so leadoff man on. It's a testament to put the ball in play. Anything can happen. Now the Jersey boy, Casaleggio, in the box. And he takes one middle in for strike one. Casaleggio hit 2 foul balls yesterday that went about 450 feet. Let's see if he can straighten one out today. Oh, he's squaring to bunt, lays it down, but it's foul. Quickly 0-2 on Casaleggio. Casaleggio 286 on the year, 10 total hits, 3 RBIs. Only extra base hits so far have been doubles. And that one called strike 3. Casaleggio caught looking at that one.
Sailfish, the third baseman, number 16, Pedro Figueroa.
That is Casaleggio's 11th strikeout of the year. By far leading the Sailfish, who as a team actually haven't struck out very much at all. Only 51 total strikeouts for Palm Beach Atlantic so far this year. And that one's roped out towards center. Figueroa put a good, powerful swing on that one, but it finds the glove of Jordan Lala out there in center field. So playing right field today. Nate Housen with a OPS over 1,000, currently 357 on the year. He's got 1 of 2 home runs for the Sailfish so far this year. Quickly 0-2. And 3-pitch strikeout. Nate Housen retreats to the dugout. Error and 1 left on base. We're going to the top of the third. We'll be right back from West Palm Beach.
Well, it's been a busy day of college football. Let's get caught up on the action. First up, Alabama. This play right here shows what eating chicken will do for you. Lots of broken tackles here. It's the chicken.
No idea what you're talking about.
Joey Galloway is here with chicken predictions.
My what?
Touchdown chicken.
Okay, are we filming right now?
Chicken, 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 chicken.
What is going on?
I don't know. Oh, that was weird.
New management.
Start your game day with the new Hash Brown Scramble Bowl from Chick-fil-A.
Welcome back to the Sailfish Sports Network. University of Tampa leading Palm Beach Atlantic 2-0 here in the early going. Miranda back on the mound, entering his third inning of work. Kept it within striking distance so far. 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts for Miranda so far. Gonna have to deal with 2, 3, and 4 in the order. Earhart leading things off. And first pitch finds the zone for a strike. And swing and a miss on the off-speed stuff. Good down and in action from Veranda. Finds himself with an 0-2 advantage. And he went around, strike 3. 4th strikeout for Veranda.
For Tampa, the shortstop, number 11, J.D. Urso.
That one's popped up on the right side. That'll get out of play.
Here we go.
2-1 is the count. 1 down here. Wind settling down. Flag's not blowing as aggressively. 3-1. And that one finds the outside corner.
Up and out, Blue. Come on. Let's go. What do we do, bud? What do we do? Come on, kid. Win the battle. Win it. Let's go. Come on, babe.
And fouled away off towards the right side.
Fight it off. Let's go. Win the battle. You got it.
Payoff pitch. Strike 3, 5th strikeout for Veranda.
Batting for the University of Tampa, the third baseman, number 9, Anthony.
And quickly, there are 2 away here in the third. Matt Veranda, product of Kings Academy, as well as teammate Elias Machado, who got the start last night from Kings Academy. Reputable baseball program. And that one's smoked, but right at Costaleggio, and he grabs it, brings it down, and we're going to the bottom of the third. Sailfish got to get something on the board here. We'll be right back.
The Sailfish Booster Club is responsible for raising funds to support our athletic teams with travel, uniforms, and equipment. Even small gifts can go a long way in supporting our teams. It is only through the generous gifts of all of our supporters that all the costs of our athletic programs can be funded. If you are currently a member, thank you. If you are not, please visit pbasailfish.com/give today and become a member of the Sailfish Booster Club. Academy Bus is the largest privately owned and operated transportation company in the United States and is the official out-of-town transportation provider of Sailfish Athletics. With a central operations center located here in Palm Beach County, Academy Bus is who our Sailfish teams turn to for away game trips. For more information or to reserve a trip for your group, visit academybus.com.
Welcome back. 2-0 Tampa as we go to work in the bottom of the third. Big right-hander Eli Thurman out on the mound still for Tampa. 6'3", 195, right-hander out of Bradenton, Florida. So far he's been exhibiting amazing control of his off-speed pitches, getting some waves and misses from the Sailfish batters. No hits allowed for Thurman here. Texel gonna see if he can change that narrative. Hits it up the middle. Nice backhand play by Earhart. Gets to his feet and throws it out for a 4-3 putout. One pitch, one down here in the bottom of the third. And Sean Williams now takes his turn at bat. Matty Warren on deck. And that one's hit back to the pitcher, return to sender, flip to first. 1-3 put out from the underhand toss of Thurman. 2 pitches, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. And that one finds the outside corner for a strike to Matty Warren. Warren flew out deep to center his first time. And that one sits low. 2-1 the count to Matty Warren. Warren on the year so far, 440 average, 11 hits. And check swing foul. That one in on the hands of Warren. Count evens at 2-2. Matty Warren getting on base over 50% of his at-bats so far. And that one's bounced down at first under the glove of Doskow. See how they score it. That seemed to be a playable ball there, but Doskow already 1 error in this game. Will it be 2 now for him? Official score giving Matty Warren the base hit on that grounder to the right side. And now it's Lopez with a man on, 2 down. Seeing if he can work some 2-out magic here. Thurman taking a long look down at the playbook strapped to his wrist. And Lopez hits one right at Doskow. That thing had an exit velocity of 112.3 miles per hour, but Doskow able to secure it. That ball still steaming in his glove as he trots off the field. We'll be back, top of the 4th, coming your way.
The Sailfish Booster Club is responsible for raising funds to support our athletic teams with travel, uniforms, and equipment. Even small gifts can go a long way in supporting our teams. It is only through the generous gifts of all of our supporters that all the costs of our athletic programs can be funded. If you are currently a member, thank you. If you are not, please visit pbasailfish.com/give today and become a member of the Sailfish Booster Club. Academy Bus is the largest privately owned and operated transportation company in the United States and is the official out-of-town transportation provider of Sailfish Athletics. With a central operations center located here in Palm Beach County, Academy Bus is who our Sailfish teams turn to for away game trips. For more information or to reserve a trip for your group, visit academybus.com.
Matt Ferranda, 59 pitches so far in this one, entering his 4th inning of work.
Leading
5
off the
strikeouts
4th
under
inning
his
for
belt.
University of Tampa, the designated hitter, number 14, the third baseman, number 9, Anthony Nunez. Correction, Santiago, D8.
First pitch, swing and miss. Matt Ferranda lives on the outside part of the plate against right-handed batters.
Stay behind it, let's go.
Garavito looking for his first hit of the day. Swing and a miss on the down and in fastball. Garavito was a strikeout victim his first time, now in an 0-2 hole against Palm Beach Atlantic's sophomore lefty. And that one's hit towards the hole. That's going to be through for a base hit. Nobody able to get to it. So leadoff man on once again.
Number 25, EJ Daskow.
Daskow's had an eventful day so far. Solo home run in the 2nd inning. Matt Ferranda is going to have to pitch carefully here. Daskow also caught the tracer off the bat of Lopez to end the last inning. That one bounces in front of the plate. Thankfully, Williams goes down to block it. Williams, arguably the better defensive option for Ken Bottenfield's squad behind the plate. But Nate Housen, the other catcher, significantly better hitter than Williams. And that one's in the dirt. 2-0 so far. It looks like Matt Ferranda wants nothing to do with Daskow. And that one's hit off the end of the bat over the head of Lorenzo. That's going to trickle into foul ground. Going to be extra bases for Daskow as he motors in to second base.
The right fielder, number 19, EJ Kumbo.
More trouble for Ferranda and the Sailfish here. 2nd and 3rd, nobody out. Coach Bottenfield's got Devin Blair warming in the bullpen. Will he go to him here? He will. Makes the move. Devin Blair's going to be coming into the game. Ferranda responsible for both runners on base, so the book is not closed on him. But we'll be back after this quick pitching change. completes the game.
Now batting for the University of Tampa, the right fielder,
Devin
number
Blair,
19,
the
EJ
towering
Combo.
6'9" graduate student, transfer from St. Leo. Gonna have to deal with Combo here.
Come on, EJ, square up east. Square one up, kid. Be smart, let's go. Short, small, come on, crush one here.
And that one finds middle in the zone for strike one. Combo walked and scored his last time. And that one's hit out towards right field. Should be playable for Housen, and it is. Makes the one-handed catch, tagging from third. And scoring is Garavito.
Now batting the catcher, number 27,
So
Danny
sack fly,
Gutcher.
RBI run charged to Matt Ferranda. One down, the man on third is Doskow. Devin Blair brings the breaking ball, finds his own for a strike. Devin Blair last appeared in a start against Barry. Went one inning, gave up 3 runs to the Buccaneers.
Come on, bud, catch him in, let's go. Come on, 2-7, come on, back.
And swing and a miss, good change up there on the inside part of the plate. Devin Blair, no relation to Davis Blair, also on the Sailfish roster.
Catch it in, big 2-7, let's go.
And that one smoked through the hole. That's going to be another base hit and RBI for the Spartans. Doskow comes across the plate.
Left fielder, number 10, Nico Saladino.
And Gutcher, his second RBI of the day, so having himself a nice 2 for 2 so far. And now Saladino. That one's lofted out towards right field, way up there. Housen looking through the glasses, waiting for it to come down, makes the play. Two-handed catch out in right field for the second out. Housen responsible for both putouts so far in this inning. And back to the top with Jordan Lala. And running, Sean Williams tested again. A little bit too late on this, and Casaleggio can't handle the throw. The ball trickles behind him.
Come on, boys, let's go. Come on, come on, come on. Catch it in, Jordan, let's go. Catch it in, Bob. Catch it in, come on, Jake, come on, Bob. Square it up. Good take, good take.
That one misses as well. 2-0 on Lala. Speedy center fielder has yet to collect a hit in this series. 0 for 6 so far. And he hits that one the other way, foul out of play. Both runs that crossed were charged to Matt Ferranda. The book is now closed on him. And that one sits outside. 3-1 is the count. And it's hit into right field for a base hit. Housen corrals and throws home, but not in time. Dutcher crosses the plate. 5-0 lead for Tampa here.
Now batting for Tampa, the second baseman, number 2, Drew Earhart.
Earhart 0 for 2 on the day. Palm Beach Atlantic softball also trailing currently. They're away at Tampa. Tampa 3, PBA 1 over in Tampa in the softball matchup. Got a 5-0 lead here for Tampa in West Palm Beach on the baseball field. And that one's lifted out towards center. Started back, but now coming in is Matty Warren. But it's going to be Lopez that makes the play, retreating on it. And that finally retires the side. So Palm Beach Atlantic coming to bat in the bottom half of the inning.
Leading off for
Welcome
your
back
Sailfish,
to Jake
number
Rubin Park
33,
here at the
Matt
Rinker Athletic
Ferranda.
Campus. Palm Beach Atlantic has a significant hill to climb here. 5-run deficit. And Ferranda takes a strike. Rare cold streak for him. 0 for his last 6. And that one finds the outside part of the zone as well. Quickly 0-2. Thurman showing no fear on the mound, no hesitation. And that one's hit up the middle, ranging to his right, and making the play is Earhart. Impressive play there on the backhand turn and fire to retire Ferenda, who was hustling down the line.
No matter how they try, we never gonna die. I just wanted you.
One down now, bottom of the fourth. That one's popped up shallow center field. Lala coming in. Urso going out. Lala takes charge and puts it away.
Now batting for your Sailfish, the shortstop, number 24, Mikey Casaleggio.
Another quick out for Thurmond, who has only thrown 34 pitches. He's almost through the fourth inning here. And another chance for Lala in center field. And he'll get there, 1-2-3 inning. No hits, no runs, no left on base. We're going to the top of the fifth in West Palm Beach.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions, with exclusive access.
Biggest message today is don't change.
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com, the home of college sports.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Leading off, the shortstop, number 11, J.D. Urso.
3, 4, and 5 in the order for Devin Blair to contend with. That one misses outside.
Good take, good take.
And that one's hit out towards left field pretty deep. Going back at the wall, it's off the wall. Over the head of Texel. Casaleggio receives the cutoff, and that's a two-base knock for J.D. Urso. First hit of the day for him.
Now batting the third baseman, number 9, Anthony Nunez.
And Nunez, the switch hitter, digging in as a lefty for the first time. And that one's inside. University of Tampa, the biggest conference rival for the Sailfish. Palm Beach Atlantic ranked 11th in the preseason poll. Tampa ranked number 1 for the 16th time in the last 17 preseason polls.
Good job.
3-1 is the count on Nunez. 22 SSC titles in the history of University of Tampa. So you can see why Palm Beach Atlantic wants to take at least one game from the Spartans. And that one's hit through the hole on the right side. Lopez loses the glove. Trying to scramble for that one.
Now batting the designated hitter, Santiago Garavito.
Devin Blair having trouble retiring anybody here. And that one's popped up on the infield. Who's going to take it? Costaleggio calling and catching for the first out.
The first baseman, number 25, E.J. Doskow.
Doskow twice has hit the ball hard. Once it left the yard over in left center, and then a double to the opposite field and came around and scored. And that one's lifted into shallow left center field. Texel charging, makes the catch. Strong throw, home play at the plate. Williams can't handle it. And he didn't tag up in time. And that'll be the end of the inning. The run will not count. And we'll be back with the bottom. Sailfish coming to bat.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
On the field about whether that last run should be counted or not. The umpire seemingly signaling to us up in the booth that it would have counted. However, the runner over at first failed to tag up and was thrown out over at first. It was a 7-1-3 double play. So umpires currently engaged in discussion about what the proper call is Pedro Figueroa due up, playing third base yesterday and today for the Sailfish. Figueroa taking up first base for majority of the non-conference games to start the season.
Leading off for the Sailfish, the third baseman, number 16, Pedro Figueroa.
Pairs of eyes looking hard but won't realize that they will never see the P.
Still unsure whether the score is 6-0 or 5-0. And first pitch inside to Figueroa, in tight. And that one sits in the zone for a strike. Figueroa flew out to center his first time. Hits that one foul for strike 2. And that's another tapper foul off the bat of Figueroa. And that one pulled foul as well. Nunez. We do have an official ruling on that previous play in the last half inning. It is 6-0 to Tampa. And called strike 3. And that one's popped up. That'll get out of play. 3 strikeouts now for Thurmond. Housen was one of the 3 his last time up. And that one in the opposite batter's box in the dirt. And strike 3, so back-to-back strikeouts. 1 looking and 1 swinging for Eli Thurmond. And Texel, last hope for the Sailfish in the bottom of the 5th. Swing and a miss. Good off speed. Thurmond showing everyone why he has a 1.26 ERA coming into the day. That one in tight on the hands of Texel. And it's a foul ball, dribbler up the line. Tampa lets it roll for a little bit to see if it'll come back fair, but it does not. One-two the count on Texel. Showing bunt. And they say he bunted at it, so Thurmond strikes out the side in the bottom of the 5th. Nothing brewing here for the Sailfish. We go to the top of the 6th. 6-0 Tampa.
Well, it's been a busy day of college football. Let's get caught up on the action. First up, Alabama. This play right here shows what eating chicken will do for you. Lots of broken tackles here. It's the chicken.
No idea what you're talking about.
Joey Galloway is here with chicken predictions.
My what?
Touchdown chicken.
Okay, are we filming right now?
Chicken, 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 chicken.
What is going on?
I don't know. Oh, that was weird.
New management.
Start your game day with the new Hash Brown Scramble Bowl from Chick-fil-A.
What does That's what it means to be a PBA student athlete.
Welcome back to the Sailfish Sports Network. My name is Caleb Dean. Glad you've joined us here on this Saturday afternoon. Beautiful day for baseball here in West Palm Beach. 6-0, however, only one hit on the day so far for the Sailfish, just not able to get anything going against Eli Thurman, who has been dicing up the Sailfish lineup. 7, 8, and 9 in the order due up for the Sailfish, or for the Spartans rather. Cumbo set to lead things off for the Sailfish. On the other side is going to be Devin Blair, entering his third inning of work. He's already allowed 4 hits and 2 runs to cross. We have a final from Tampa. Sailfish softball losing to the Spartans 4-1. They have another game after this, as does Sailfish baseball. And that one's tapped up the middle, gets past the diving Casaleggio for a base hit. So another leadoff man here.
For the Spartans, the catcher, number 27, Danny
Spartans
Kutcher.
have had the leadoff man on 5 out of 6 innings so far. Pickoff try over at first. Kutcher 2 for 2 on the day, responsible for 2 RBIs as well, having himself a good day. And that one's hit well out towards center field. Matty Warren drifting back, edge of the track. He'll get there to make the play. One away now.
Now batting for the University of Tampa, the left fielder, number 10, Nico Saladino.
Saladino, only time he's been on base today was when he was hit by a pitch in the second. Devin Blair misses low for ball 1. Brian Webster warming up in the pen for the Sailfish. And that one's lifted out towards left center, shallow, but Texel should get there, and he will. Makes the play for the second out.
Leadoff batter, center fielder, number 8, Jordan Lala.
And back to the top of the order, Jordan Lala getting his third look at Sailfish pitching. single and an RBI for Lala his last time. Coming into the day, Tampa hitting .327 as a team. Bunting, that fielded in foul territory by Sean Williams. Lala, he'll have to come back and do it again. University of Tampa, 22 SSC titles to their name. And another steal attempt. Good throw down by Sean Williams. Raises his hands in disbelief, can't believe there was no out call made. Sean Williams has already gunned down one from behind the plate today. Looked like it could have been a second. And that one in there for a strike. One and two, two down, top of the sixth here. And just got a piece of it, did Jordan Lala. So we'll do it again at 1 and 2.
Get your ears out of the dugout. Watch the ball.
And that one fouled off as well. So count remains 1 and 2. Some chirping coming out of the Tampa dugout. Sounds like Devin Blair taking too long on the mound for their liking. And that one high and outside, trying to advance to third. No throw. Sean Williams eats it, so wild pitch pops out of the glove of Sean Williams. Can't really blame him for that one.
Let's go.
Two and two, two down. And another foul ball. Jordan Lala putting up quite a fight in the batter's box. Repeatedly making contact with tough pitches. Just barely fouling them off. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming. And that one's roped up the middle. That's going to be another base hit with an RBI attached. 7-0 Tampa. Jordan Lala gets his second RBI of the day. Good inside-out hitting. Smacks it up the middle past the reach of Casaleggio. And Bottenfield heading out to the mound, presumably to make a pitching change here. Devin Blair exiting the game. Ryan Webster coming in. We'll be back with more right after this quick break. Webster, one of the more dominant pitchers in the past for the Sailfish, been lightly used this year. And that one sits just low from Webster. High and tight from Webster, 2-0. And that one's hit out towards Lopez at second. Takes the short route. 4-6 put out to retire the side, but this Tampa Spartans scratch another one. It's 7-0 here. Palm Beach Atlantic needs to come back now.
More than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
For the Sailfish, you can see the wind blowing in at about 8 miles per hour from the coast. Brinker Athletic Campus, situated on the outskirts of downtown West Palm Beach, just about 2 miles from the Atlantic coast of Florida. Beautiful place to play baseball. And that one inside from Thurmond. Thurmond has been utterly dominant. Only 1 hit allowed. And he's done it all in 53 total pitches. And that one hits Sean Williams, so finally Thurmond makes a mistake.
Now batting for your
and
Sailfish,
leadoff man on.
11.
That one sits outside. Matty Warren spits on it. 4-1.
Nice pitch, Eli. Keep it right there. Come on, roll ground ball, don't play. Here we go.
Warren, the only hit of the day so far for the Sailfish. Ground ball through the right side under the glove of Doskow. And that one missed somewhere for the second ball. 2-0 is the count. 4-3, put it in your scorebooks. And we're going to the top of the 7th. Sailfish still trailing 7-0.
Do you want Sailfish content delivered straight to your inbox? Sign up for the Sailfish Scoop at pbasailfish.com to get customized content delivered directly to your email as soon as it's available online. Customize your content to stay current with your favorite teams, or get it all to know the latest from all 18 programs. Sign up today for the Sailfish Scoop at pbasailfish.com. The Sailfish Booster Club is responsible for raising funds to support our athletic teams with travel, uniforms, and equipment. Even small gifts can go a long way in supporting our teams. It is only through the generous gifts of all of our supporters that all the costs of our athletic programs can be funded. If you are currently a member, thank you. If you are not, please visit pbasailfish.com/give today and become a member of the Sailfish Booster Club.
last frame.
Leading off the 7th
Pitched
inning
a third of an
for the
inning.
Spartans, the shortstop, number 11, J.D. Urso.
Nobody else warming in the bullpen for the Sailfish, so this inning presumably is Webster's. J.D. Urso doubled deep to left field off the wall his last time. And Webster brings the off speed as his first offering, and it's swung and missed. And another swing and a miss. Ryan Webster, 2 lethal changeups. Gets ahead 1-2. And make it, ooh, just got a piece of it. And Sean Williams in some pain after that one. Umpire takes a walk out to the mound to give the catcher a second. Sean Williams settles back in. 1-2 remains the count. And that one in the dirt. Two and two.
Word up, let's go. 6-20. Oh boy.
3-2 now.
Tag it deep, fight him off, let's go. Come on, Jake.
And Ryan Webster, high outside heat, disposes of Urso.
Now batting for the Spartans,
for the
third
first
baseman,
out.
number 9, Anthony Nunez.
And Nunez will flip back around towards the right side. Nunez, 2 singles on the day. One as a right-handed batter, one as a left-handed batter. And that one in there, called strike. That one in there, strike 2. And that one's lifted out towards right field. Coming in fast is Housen, but it's going to fall in front of him. Plays it on a hop. So a blue pit.
Now batting the designated hitter,
off
number
the
14,
bat of Nunez.
Santiago
Finds himself
Garavito.
a 3-for-4 day. That's 12 hits now for Tampa. And the breaking ball breaks right into the zone from Webster. University of Tampa, about a 4-hour bus ride away. Gulf Coast of Florida. 8,600 students at the school.
Let it get there, let it get there. Come on, I can go by you.
University of Tampa, number 1 in the South region, number 4 overall in the country.
Let's go. Tag it deep, Santi, vamos. Tag it deep, kid, come on.
1-2 is the count on Garavito. this upcoming week, during the work week, we've got Barry coming to town on Tuesday and then Assumption on Thursday. And that one fouled away.
Good job, let's go. Vamos, tú puedes, vamos.
2-2, 1 down. Look over at Nunez at first. Every single SSC team right now sitting above a 500 record except for St. Leo and Nova Southeastern. Nova Southeastern currently 3-7. Conference play just started. And that's a walk issued to Garavito.
First baseman, number 25, EJ Doskow.
Stay hungry, kids, stay hungry. Come on, Bob.
Game on Tuesday that Palm Beach Atlantic will have against Barry will not count as a conference matchup. And that one in the dirt. All of a sudden Webster losing a bit of control here. And that one's hit right at Castelleggio. And they thought about the triple play, but they only need 2 outs here, folks, so they get it. Out at second base, double play started by Castelleggio. 7th inning stretch, folks. Grab a hot dog, grab some Cracker Jacks, take the dog for a walk. Whatever you got to do, we'll be back in the bottom of the 7th.
Academy Bus is the largest privately owned and operated transportation company in the United States and is the official out-of-town transportation provider of Sailfish Athletics. With a central operations center located here in Palm Beach County, Academy Bus is who our Sailfish teams turn to for away game trips. For more information or to reserve a trip for your group, visit academybus.com. Every Sailfish team aims to look good on and off the field. So when it comes to our Nike apparel needs, we always turn to AdPro Sports. From uniforms to practice gear and everything in between, AdPro Sports outfits all 17 Palm Beach Atlantic sports teams while serving as a one-stop shop from concept to reality. Learn more by visiting adprosports.com.
Welcome back, folks. Hope you enjoyed your 7th inning stretch. But we're ready to get back underway here. Matt Ferranda stepping in, 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Sailfish. Tampa working on their 2nd shutout of the year. Ferranda and the boys looking to do everything possible to change that. And that one trickles off of the foot of Ferranda, quickly 0-2. This is what Thurman has been doing all afternoon, pounding the zone. Misses high and away with that one, but most likely trying to get a chase. And Ferranda taps it down to first. Short hop picked up by Doskow. So one down here.
We never gonna die.
And Lorenzo rolls one out to Doskow. 3 unassisted in your scorebook. Quickly 2
The
away.
shortstop, number 24, Mikey Casaleggio. Let's go.
Casaleggio takes a strike. And swings at another pitch, so it's 0-2. And that one in the dirt. Thurman about to bring his 70th pitch of the afternoon. And it misses, so we'll have to throw one more at least. And swing and a miss. Second strikeout of the day for
For the Spartans, the right fielder, number 19, E.J. Cumbo.
Welcome back. E.J. Cumbo digs in the left-handed batter's box. Webster on the mound, third sailfish pitcher of the day. Ferranda went 3 innings, allowed 5 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 1 walk and 5 strikeouts. Devin Blair went 2 2/3, 6 hits, 3 runs, all earned. No strikeouts, no walks for Devin Blair. And Webster, through 1 1/3, has only allowed 1 hit and walked 1 and struck out 1. And that one's launched into outer space. Foul. And that one sits outside. 3-2 is the count. And up and in, so Webster issues his second walk.
Now batting, the catcher, number 27, Danny Kutcher.
Quickly 3 balls. Webster not maintaining command here. And 4-pitch walk. Walks the opposing catcher. And now we'll have a pinch hitter, McAllister Jorgensen.
Your attention,
stepping
please.
in,
Pinch
the
hitting
sophomore
for the University of Tampa,
out of
number
Brandon,
16,
Florida.
McAllister Jorgensen.
Coach Joe Urso most likely gonna empty the bench down the end of this one. Six straight balls from Webster. And that one fouled away. Count evens at 1-1. Sailfish 6-3 on the year so far. In danger of going 6-4 right now. And Jorgensen leaves it down. 2-1 is the count. And that one's hit out towards center. Matty Warren drifts back a few strides and pulls it in. Strong throw over towards third, but no chance to get out the advancing runner. Jorgensen.
Your attention, please. Now pinch hitting.
Is the first
number 40,
out of the inning.
Jose Cadenas.
And here's Jose Cadenas. We saw him yesterday in a pinch hitting role, and here he is again. Second and third, one out. Spartans threatening to score again. And that breaking ball misses high. That one looked really good from up here. And that one's fought off the other way. 2-1 is the count. And that one turned on down the line. Opportunity to get the play at home. And the play is made. Cumbo retired at home. Oh, was a foul ball. Cadena is going to have to come back, do it again. And that one sits outside. Webby runs it full. And that one's hit over the head of the leaping Dre Lopez. That's going to score two. Cadenas, 2 RBIs for the senior.
Now batting the second baseman, number 2, Drew Earhart.
And that one's hit at Dre Lopez. Opportunity 4-2. 4-6-3 double play. Finally, the Sailfish navigate out of the inning, but not before 2 more runs cross the plate. It's 9-0 in favor of Tampa. We're going to the bottom of the 8th in West Palm Beach.
We can stop to make sure someone is okay.
Get in the way and disrupt the situation.
Notify an authority.
Or walk them home safely.
We can change the language around rape.
We can make campuses safer for our teammates, our friends, and our classmates.
We cannot be bystanders.
Taking action isn't always easy, but it's on us
to intervene.
Because we can. Learn more and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Honey, what are you doing?
Watching a cow.
Oh, what's it doing?
Impressions.
Start your day with the new Hash Brown Scramble Bowl from Chick-fil-A.
team in the entire nation.
The third baseman, number 16, Pedro Figueroa.
Working hard, but won't realize that they will never see the peace.
First offering from Linder sits outside and unloads one to deep left field. That's going back. That's going to be up the gap for extra bases for Petey Figueroa. He'll pull in at second base with a well-struck double out towards left. And that one sits on the outside corner for a strike. Beautiful pitch from Linder. And Housen unloads one deep left field, going back at the wall, and it falls. Couldn't be handled out there. Petey Figueroa had to hold up at second base. He couldn't advance. He didn't know if that ball would be caught. But Nate Housen making a bid for a home run of his own. So 2 well-struck hits off of Linder in his first 2 batters. Now the Sailfish find themselves with second and third, nobody out. Texel, last time he came up in this situation, he cashed in. And that one scoots past. Petey Figueroa breaking for the plate, and he'll make it. So that'll be the first run of the game for the Sailfish. Chipping away at the 9-run lead of the Spartans. Nothing is said and done in baseball until the final out is recorded. Now Texel still with an opportunity to cash in. Housen alertly moves up to third base. And that one sits low, so Linder taking himself a little bit of a hole here. And Texel hits one out to center, but that one will get caught. However, Housen races home for the second run, so productive out for Texel.
Sean Williams.
Nine to 2, Palm Beach Atlantic at the very least eliminating the shutout. And that one hits the outside corner. Good pitch from Linder, regaining control. John Williams looking for his first hit of the day. He reached on a hit by pitch his last time in the 6th. And that one's tapped out towards shortstop. Should be handled by Urso. Plays the long hop and the strong throw across. So Warren had the only hit on the day until Figueroa hit one deep to the gap. Start this inning, and attacking the first pitch, fouls it away. That one inside, 1-1. And that one taken for a strike. Apparently, yesterday, the scouting report on the starting pitcher for the Spartans was that he was going to go away from lefty batters, but that ended up being incorrect as he pounded inside to lefty batters the entire time. Matt Ferranda explaining that he was set up to try to drive the ball the other way, but saw nothing but pitches in on his hands. Matty Warren, one of those lefty batters that likes to use the opposite field. And right now he's using his good eye. Evens the count, 3-2. Three and two down, bottom of the 8th. And hit up the middle, past the diving Earhart. And Matty Warren gets his second hit of the day.
Now batting the second baseman, number 23, Dre Lopez.
Matty Warren adding on to his resume, impressive start to the season. Batting average approaching 500 on the year, as well as an on-base percentage over 600 now. And that one sits outside. Dre Lopez grounded into a double play his last time. Looking to extend the bottom of the 8th a little bit further. 2-0 now. And that one in for a strike. And evens the count back at 2-2. Ferranda would be next. And able to leave that one off. You could see the temptation in the eyes of Dre Lopez to swing at that outside pitch, but he leaves it. Matty Warren will get an extra head start off of first. 3-2, 2 down. Lopez swings and misses, and that brings the bottom of the 8th to a close, but Palm Beach Atlantic scratch to across, chip away at the lead of the Spartans, and we're going to the 9th from West Palm Beach.
The Sailfish Booster Club is responsible for raising funds to support our athletic teams with travel, uniforms, and equipment. Even small gifts can go a long way in supporting our teams. It is only through the generous gifts of all of our supporters that all the costs of our athletic programs can be funded. If you are currently a member, thank you. If you are not, please visit pbasailfish.com/give today and become a member of the Sailfish Booster Club.
Please, now pitching for your Sailfish, number 44, David Chenoweth.
competitive in this game as they did yesterday. They were locked in a 1-1 pitcher's duel yesterday into the 8th inning when Chris Seymour walked a run across, and that was the determining factor in the game. Chenoweth, first pitch hit through the hole, fielded on the backhand by Casaleggio impressively, but he won't have any throw. So leadoff man reaches once again for Tampa. Number 15, Adam
Your
Hunt.
attention, please. Now pinch
Back
hitting
up
for the
first
University
baseman,
of Tampa,
sophomore
number
out of
15, Adam
Brandon,
Hunt.
Florida. Gonna be the lefty pinch hitter. And that one hits the outside part of the zone for a strike.
That was a meatball right there. I think you heard that one. Especially coming off the bench. Swing.
And that one misses outside. Chenoweth dealing out of the stretch now. Book closed on Ryan Webster. He went 2 1/3, 2 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, and only 1 strikeout.
Nose down, Adam. Your nose down. Let's go now.
1-2 the count on Hunt. And big swing and a miss. Chenoweth gets the strikeout, his first one of the year. Another pinch hitter, backup catcher for Joe Urso's squad. Parker Schlichty coming in.
Your attention,
Sophomore
please.
out of
Now
Fort
batting
Lauderdale.
number 6, Parker
It's about 40
Schlichty.
minutes south of West Palm Beach. And that one in tight on the hands of Schlichty.
Go, 6. Come on, 6.
Chenoweth, the Rex, Georgia product. And that one ripped foul. That one's hit out towards right field. Hausen measures it and makes the play for the second out. Schlichty is retired. And the series of pinch hitters continues with TJ Palma
Now
being the
batting
next
for
one to step
University
in.
of Tampa, number 30, TJ Palma.
Sophomore out of Pleasantville, New York. And that one in there for strike. Chenoweth working efficiently here in the 9th. That one in the dirt. Overall, many of the issues that Palm Beach Atlantic have seen over the past couple seasons not really rearing their head recently. They're just playing a very good team in the Tampa Spartans. No errors today for the Sailfish defense. Walks have been limited as well. And that one's going to fall.
Out of the way, TJ.
Ben Green out there in center field. Takes Matty Warren out at the end of this game, maybe giving him a breather before the
19,
second
EJ
half of the
Combo.
doubleheader, coming up 30 minutes after the conclusion of this game. Chenoweth taking a long look at home. And that one's laced up the middle from Combo. Ben Green fields it, throws it in, but that's going to be another run across. So Chenoweth gives up a couple consecutive hits here.
Your attention, please. Now batting for the Spartans, number 43, Ryan Middleman.
And now it's going to be Ryan Middleman. Another pinch hitter for Tampa. Valencia, California native. And that one finds the zone from Chenoweth. 1-1 is the count. And that one low. Palm Beach Atlantic pitching staff working much harder than Tampa in this one. 160 pitches from the Sailfish today, only 93 from the Spartans. And that one in there for a strike. Two and two, 2 men on, 2 down, top of the 9th. And that one sits low, count full now. Chenoweth showing some emotion out there. And that one misses. So Chenoweth issues the walk, loads up
Now
the
batting for the
bases.
Spartans, the left fielder, number 16, McAllister Jorgensen.
And now Jorgensen's going to get another look. And that one's hit out towards center field. Ben Green giving chase back in the gap. Gets there and makes the basket catch. Good work out there by Ben Green, sending us to the bottom of the 9th. Sailfish trailing by over half a dozen.
The Sailfish Booster Club is responsible for raising funds to support our athletic teams with travel, uniforms, and equipment. Even small gifts can go a long way in supporting our teams. It is only through the generous gifts of all of our supporters that all the costs of our athletic programs can be funded. If you are currently a member, thank you. If you are not, please visit pbasailfish.com/give today and become a member of the Sailfish Booster Club. Do you want Sailfish content delivered straight to your inbox? Sign up for the Sailfish Scoop at pbasailfish.com to get customized content delivered directly to your email as soon as it's available online. Customize your content to stay current with your favorite teams, or get it all to know the latest from all 18 programs. Sign up today for the Sailfish Scoop at pbasailfish.com.
The designated hitter, number 33, Matt Ferranda.
Matt Ferranda has grounded out 3 times today. Knowing him, he desperately wants to change that narrative. And that one sits outside. And swing and a miss. Ferranda chases that outside pitch in nearly the same spot as the previous pitch. And that one good down and in action on the left-handed batter. One and two on Ferranda. And that breaking ball sits high. Would not be surprised if Linder comes back with the off speed. And Ferranda hits it the other way out of play. Ferranda generally very good at protecting the outside part of the plate. More than happy to shoot that ball through the left side, as he has done so many times. And he pulls that one just foul. And we'll do it again at 2-2. And he rips another one foul. Four consecutive foul balls for Matt Ferranda. Waiting for something he can handle from Linder. And that one's hit out towards second base. Earhart throws over, so 4 ground ball outs from Ferranda. We'll see if Ferranda's back in there for the second game, slumping at the plate, and pitched 3 innings to start this game, so having him play the entirety of a doubleheader is kind of a tall ask, but, you know, Ferranda's up to it. It's just Coach Bottenfield's decision. Lorenzo 0 for 3 in the box today. And that one's hit pretty well out towards right field, chasing back, and great catch made out there in right field.
Now batting the shortstop, number 3.
They're on the edge of the warning track. 2 outs now, Casaleggio. Last chance for the Fish. And he attacks the first pitch, bounces a foul along the third baseline. 2 strikeouts and a fly out for Casaleggio today. And that one in the dirt. 2-1 to Casaleggio. And count evens, 2-2. Sailfish down to their final strike of the afternoon. Well, of this game. And strike three. That'll do it for the Sailfish in this one. 10-2 final score. Casaleggio takes his third strikeout of the day.
10-2 University of Tampa over Palm Beach Atlantic, winning pitcher.
However,
20,
University of
Eli
Tampa,
Thurman,
they're going to hang around for one more game here at Jake Rubin Park. They strung together
in approximately 30 minutes.
16 hits, which produced 10 runs. One error committed by Tampa. 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors committed by Palm Beach Atlantic. Don't you go anywhere, folks. We've got more baseball action coming up in just about a half an hour. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back with you on the Sailfish Sports Network. From everyone here, I thank you for watching, and stay tuned for Game 3 of this series.